What I'm going to be talking about today is exploring human behavior and self-awareness at a very surface level, actually. Very, very down to earth and very simple way of looking at these things. The two things that I want to bring importance to and awareness to is inner peace. And when I say inner peace, I'm talking about the individual's relationship with themselves, your own individual sense of inner peace, and also what your individual definition of peace is. And we'll also look at it from a perspective of, do you even have to be spiritual or religious to find peace or inner peace? And with that, I want to cultivate the understanding a little bit of inner peace as being a relative term, really. What is inner peace to you, or the definition of peace to you, might not feel or seem like peace to someone else. And because we all have our own behaviors, we are all individually human. So if you've ever experienced inner peace, or your own personal experience of inner peace, I want to bring that in. I want you to think about that as we go through this, and know that experiences can be cultivated. And you can objectively be aware of that. So something else that'll be a salient point that will continue is objective awareness. And I'm not talking about self-awareness that I see people think that they have, because self-awareness may not actually be a healthy awareness depending on the self that is being aware. So bear with me. There are different forms of awareness. And if your awareness is clouded by your ego, or you are in a victim mentality, you're wrapped up in a poor me drama, and you have other people around you doing the same, your poor me and your ego-driven awareness will create division. And what I mean by this is your awareness will be dependent on what you define as good or bad. You will create division. You will see things out in the world and say that that's bad, or that's not what you like, or that's not you, and you create division, and you lose the overall awareness of the fact that just because you call something bad, or it's doesn't fit with your theme of your personality, you create division. You create an us and them scenario. And so when you are objectively observing and being aware of not only your own behavior, but other humans' behavior, you will see it in a negative way if it does not align with who you are and what you believe, your beliefs. So this awareness, when you cultivate it, when you can objectively be aware of your actions, your behaviors, your other people in your life's actions and behaviors, you start to see how much the world is already connected. We don't just go to other cultures in other countries and experience different human behaviors. Here in America, we experience different people of different cultures on a daily basis. And there is awareness there, and there is understanding there. America as a culture is fading, becoming very fluid. And that is people connecting. They're connecting with their self. They're connecting with other people. When you have this inner peace and you have this objective awareness, the mind-body connection becomes clearer. Your ego is not confusing your mind. You are not reacting viscerally to the behavior of others. Your emotions are not running the show. Your body is not having to go through the emotional reaction of the triggers and the trauma, and you become clearer in your mind, and you can pay better attention to your body. The self-care, the self-help, people are taking the reins back from doctors and medicines and things, and they're starting to do this themselves. And it's causing just an outflow of understanding and awareness. I don't think people congratulate themselves enough on this, because there's always something better out there that you can buy or do or practice that's supposed to get you to where you need to be. But I think once people realize how far they are in their journey, whether it's a spiritual journey, whether you're doing the inner work, that you're cultivating that and it is going out. It has become so common, nobody congratulates themselves for it anymore. They just want to talk about the next thing they're going to learn or the next thing they're going to do. The faith that you have in yourself becomes faded and clouded. And that faith, that higher being, that thing that people will call God or whatever, that higher power, we're going to talk about what that really means and bring that into the conversation as part of your awareness, that higher power, that faith is really an individual perspective, and you can cultivate that. And you do that by going within and finding your inner peace, not to disconnect from the rest of the world because of their behavior or because of your behavior. You learn that in that individuality that you are all connected. You get that unity back. You start to understand and you start to respond to the behavior around you and the things that you become aware of instead of reacting. Your emotional state calms down and your body becomes more in tune. You can listen to it and it can tell you how to actually keep yourself healthy when you learn to listen to it.